Hello and welcome to the ACU EDFX420 Advanced Professional Practicum. Thank you for accepting one of our ACU pre-service teachers for their penultimate professional experience placement. This pre-service teacher is in the final year of their 4-year Bachelor of Education Birth to 5 degree. The Australian Catholic University, ACU, has a long history of teacher education in Australia, over 100 years, and currently delivers fully accredited initial teacher education courses into 4 state territory jurisdictions, including the Australian Capital Territory, New South Wales, Queensland, Victoria, and a range of online options. At ACU, we recognise the centrality and criticality of professional experience and have developed a progressive, scaffolded program structured to build pre-service teachers' skills, knowledge and practice, whilst developing a strong commitment, enthusiasm and respect for the teaching profession. To date, these students have completed the requirements for a professional experience in the preschool age group, an infants practicum, and a community engagement unit. This practicum includes pre-block visits to be negotiated with the centre staff and director, and a 4-week full-time professional block. This placement is scheduled from the 10th of June until the 5th of July. This unit is the first of the work integrated components of the professional practicum suite of units taken in the 4th and final year of the Bachelor of Education Birth to 5 degree at ACU. This professional experience placement is part of a trio of units that our students undertake with a focus on leadership within the early childhood education and care sector. This semester, the students have been working towards completion of the first 2 of these units, EDFD480, Professional Practice Induction, and EDFX420, Advanced Professional Practicum. Our students undertake their studies in a variety of modes, especially as some of them are already employed within the early childhood education field. The students who will be coming to your centres may either be undertaking this unit in attendance mode at our North Sydney campus, or they may have opted to undertake the unit online. Therefore, there are 2 lecturers in charge, LICs, of the unit. The online cohort are supported by Laurie and Bean, who is based in our Brisbane campus, and myself, Madonna Lee, as the LIC for this unit in New South Wales. There are 6 learning outcomes in this unit, and on successful completion of the unit, the students should be able to 1. Make effective decisions regarding teaching and management approaches that facilitate effective learning. 2. Utilise self-evaluation critiques and reflection to refine professional practice. 3. Implement a variety of classroom organisational procedures. 4. Demonstrate a sound knowledge of and ability to plan, implement and evaluate the key learning and teaching elements of relevant early childhood curriculum frameworks. 5. Demonstrate an ability to communicate effectively with members of the centre community and, where appropriate, the broader educational community. And 6. Demonstrate awareness of the multiple policy and legislative influences impacting on early childhood education and care provision. This unit provides pre-service teachers with the opportunity to work collaboratively with directors, educational leaders, early childhood educators, families and community members, and university staff to assess, challenge, develop and extend their professional skills and abilities. It provides opportunities for the development of closer links between theoretical considerations in this unit and the teaching and learning experiences encountered in an early childhood setting. This unit aims to provide students with a substantial block of extended reflective professional experience while extending their repertoire of pedagogical skills in the planning and delivery of appropriate teaching and learning programs. This experience allows them to develop an appreciation of the teacher's role within the centre and the broader educational community through taking responsibilities similar to that of an early childhood teacher. As you know, early childhood teachers wear many hats. During this practicum, students put into practice their studies to date and take on the roles and experience the responsibilities of the professional early childhood teacher. This will support them to transition into the role from next year. In their recent studies, they've been learning about the Australian Professional Teaching Standards and the legislative requirements of the sector that lead to the implementation of policy and procedures within the workplace. Our aim is to provide an experience that puts this knowledge into practice. In line with its mission that emphasises a fundamental concern for justice and equity and the dignity of all human beings, ACU aims to empower its pre-service teachers as accomplished and articulate advocates for the rights and responsibilities for all young people within their professional, educational and community contexts. Pre-service teachers learn alongside experienced practitioners, building knowledge and skills. Our partners in schools and educational settings share their knowledge and expertise and mentor the professionals of the future. To do this, our students will visit the centre prior to the placement to undertake a situational analysis to better understand the context of the service and to inform their assessment tasks. They will negotiate appropriate shadowing of the early childhood teacher or director role within the service with the centre director, the supervising teacher and the lecturer in charge. They will participate in roles that would be undertaken by the early childhood teacher, educational leader and/or centre director where appropriate. They will review the centre policies and procedures and relevant legislative documents to inform the practice of policy writing and implementation. They will follow the programming and planning strategies and formats of the service. They will build up responsibility during the block placement to be able to undertake whole day planning for the group in the final week of the experience. The students will be using the information that they gather in undertaking a situational analysis to inform their first assessment task for this unit. This task is due before the students begin their block placement. The students are required to create a portfolio of relevant policy and legislative documents and a reflection on the impact of these documents on practice. Some of the information that the students may use to inform their analysis includes the elements as described. Centre specific such as location and description of the suburb, description of the community context in which the centre is located, the type of centre it is and how this influences the community, policies and procedures and the centre's philosophy, operational details such as hours of operations, staff qualifications and responsibilities, information that is relevant to the group of children with whom they will be working, such as names and routines, and information relating to the environment, both indoors and outdoors. The students will be using the situational analysis of the centre to inform the analysis of policies and procedures that are consistent between all children's services with a specific focus on health and safety policies. The main focus of the block placement is for the students to take on the role of the early childhood teacher within a centre and observe, explore and reflect upon their learning. The students will negotiate with you the class that they are to work with and a group of children on whom they will focus. The goal is for the pre-service teacher to fully embrace the way your centre programs and plans and to practice working as an ECT in this environment. These students are about to enter our profession. As such, we have entrusted them with making contact with you and introducing themselves prior to the block placement. Each student will be allocated a tertiary advisor from the university who will be visiting them, be supporting the students in their endeavours, and they will be briefed on these requirements. We encourage you to contact either the tertiary advisor or ourselves as the lecturers in charge should you need any further clarification. Thank you again in advance for helping our ACU pre-service teachers to transition into the early childhood education profession. Your experience and guidance will influence their future work and improve quality and outcomes for the children they will teach into the future.